Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. This is the Stanley Parable, as you can see, and we're gonna be playing this because I kind of want to. I've never really played this game. I've seen videos and it seems like a really fun game to play, so let's go ahead and begin the game.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Wow, that's interesting. Huh. I'm not even typing, it's saying that I'm typing. Oh, I want back in.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Maybe I want.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Man, you talk a lot. Can't close that door. Can I close this? Oh, I can't close that one. Hello. So apparently I can turn off computers that were left on. Can't jump. I can't jump.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, so I think this is the first major choice. And I say fuck you, narrator.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
I did.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Oh man, this is a great room. Is that a book there or is that a notepad?
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
It is. Are there like files on the ground and everything? What does that
At
say?
this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Probably. I wouldn't doubt it. I want to know what some of this stuff says.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
There's a mug in there. What's this? I can't read that. I'm gonna pause it, hopefully when you guys can. What does this say? Fuel. It's fuel. Fuel cup. About that coffee nut. about that? That probably says like #1 employee or something like that. Something stupid. #1 dad. It would bring a #1 dad thing. Alright. What time is it, by the way? Oh, it's like 11:30-ish. That's cool.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
No. Well, should I? I think I'm going to. I don't want to be too much.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Yep. That's me.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Nah. That ain't me. What's going on here? Meeting room. Not cost efficient. You're not cost efficient. Who moved my desk? Please keep the targets on topic. On the topic of. Oh, it got erased. Tomorrow. Complete days today's unfinished. Wow. Alright, well, pie chart. To do shift global market. Okay. Oh wait, what? Monetize free to play. It's the broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
You know I don't do that. It's a mop bucket. And that little pole right there, that's a lot.
There was nothing here.
Is.
No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Just duct tape and stuff. What is that? Is that like a staple gun right there?
It
that
was
orange
baffling
thing?
that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Yeah, I think that's a staple gun. I'm not sure.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing?
Yeah.
Why?
Why not?
Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I'm trying to... Okay, so there's a broom in the broom closet, obviously, but why is there
You
duct
do
tape
realize
and
there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Then why is it here, though? Why is it here if it has
Maybe
some
to
meaning?
you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Man, I love the dialogue. It's amazing.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
Wow.
He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
Hey, there's no
that
need.
or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
There's no need for that, okay? You don't need to bring my personal life into this, okay, man?
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now.
And what's that?
You're dead.
Oh.
You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Alright, I'll repeat after
Hello?
you.
Anyone
Hello?
who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
All right, okay, player 2 here. My brother died. I'm gonna go ahead and step out into the...
Second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Oh hey, a broom closet.
You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Alright. Done messing around with that. That was fun though.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Do I? Because that looks ominous. Do I want to do that? I think I want to hide this. I'm not sure. Because that looks dangerous. Oh, that's a really bright window. That gave me a headache, and I'm just looking through the screen. Very suspicious.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
What if I don't want to, though? Whatever. This is fun.
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Oh, I guess it won't. Dude, this looks even worse.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Alright, I mean, there's no other paths, so... Boop.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Maybe. I mean, it doesn't look like I have a choice because he closed the door behind me, so...
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Wonder which one's me. What's that one? Oh. 427. Oh, right there. Oh wait, that is actually my office. It's pretty cool. No, it was something like 528, right? That had the weird screen. What is that? I'm confused right now. I'm trying to figure out what that is. I'm wondering what that is. Oh, what? Then there's 3 blank 4. Oh, and that guy was fired apparently. Oh, there's another one right there, number 28. It's weird. Look at number 428 screen though, that's weird. Yeah, there's quite a bit of them, that's quite weird.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Probably.
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his
Maybe.
emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
No, that was me. That was just me accepting it.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible?
I mean, probably.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Or this guy's just like a drug addict and he doesn't know what's going on right now.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
Jesus.
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
So, which one should I push? I guess off? Oh. What's happening? What's that? Oh.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
What?
Was it over?
No. It's never over.
Yes.
It's never over.
He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
I think this is gonna be one thing that I'm gonna refuse. I don't think I want to. How about no? Can I say on this? Sure, I can. Now, I think the reason why there aren't any coworkers is because they didn't know how to put NPCs in. And so they just made up a story where they didn't have to have NPCs. I think that's the main reason. To be honest. Maybe that's just me. Oh man. Well, I don't want to leave, to be honest. Like, I want to see if there's an ending where if I don't leave. No, damn it.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Are
And
you
Stanley was happy.
Huh. Oh, then that was interesting. Well, guys, that was the Stanley Parable. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Do whatever's necessary. Yeah, be sure to like, comment, subscribe a lot. And you know what? Squid here, signing off. See you in the next one. Hello everybody, welcome back to the Stanley Parable, and oh my god. Yeah, I just thought I ended the video, but no, I didn't end the video. Yeah, no, cause right after I ended the video, quote unquote, same videos, still the same thing. This isn't the end, cause the room has changed. This room has changed.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What? This room has changed. I can now open some of the doors.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Sweet. Console bark? What? I guess I got the whiteboard ending. What? So much for 426. What the Hold up, I'll be right back.
To go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Okay. Wow, I guess he got mad at me.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yep. I gotta figure out something. 'Cause the cameras, like from that room.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Nope.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
Oh, come on. Come on. Don't do this. You. Stop. Stop the music.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
That's a thing. That's an icon for the game. All right. Now what I'm trying to do is I want to see if 426 on the screen, if it's the whiteboard ending or not, because I'm not sure. I'm questioning everything now. I thought that would have been the end. I thought that was the end of the episode. I'm going overtime right now. I need to find out. Oh my gosh, I think I'm gonna make an ending.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
That's why he said that. For escape. Okay, that'll be for a later time. Because I need to find out right now. Oh.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
I need to find out, man.
Stanley thought to himself.
I need to find out.
Did he have the strength to find out?
I need to find out, like, right now.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Right,
each bore the number of an employee in the building. What? Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant
actually
nothing.
Confusing. Wow, I'm confused right now. This is just a giant mind
control facility. It was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable.
Except for now.
Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I mean, yeah, probably. Can I load? Oh no, that...
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Hold up, I'm trying to... Because these buttons, I saw that there's 1, 2 right there, so I'm wondering where all of them are. It's 3. That's 4. So where's 3? This goes 1, 2, 4. 4 is up there. See, now I'm just confused. Is there even a 3? Oh crap, there's 2 over here. 1, 2, I bet you that's 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. I feel like that's gonna come into play here. Oh wow.
And when at last he found the source... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
Oh.
How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it,
What?
Stanley?
No, it's not.
It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in
it's
mind.
not.
What a shame we have so little time
5
left to
and then
enjoy
green-
it.
green
Mere
5.
moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated?
Green.
All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though. This version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich.
Oh God, no,
I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better.
3.
My goodness, only 34 seconds left.
What?
But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what?
Yep.
To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are
3.
precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
3.
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. running from button to button, screen to screen,
Shut up.
clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
Don't do that.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here.
Oh.
Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail
What's
life?
that thing that's
Or will
on?
you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
No. Fuck. Well then. Well, now this is officially the end of the episode. It just made me curious, man. Officially, this is the end of the episode. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe to whoever is necessary. And, you know, be sure to have fun. Otherwise, what's the point? Basically, everything that I said before. And with it, this is the Mr. Squid signing off. Bye-bye.